Welcome to Jindal Steel and Power Limited, Angul, India's first coal-to-gas plant and integrated steel plant in Odisha, spread over an area of about 5,000 acres. The Angul project, with its present 6 million ton per annum steel and 810 megawatt captive power plant, has contributed significantly in the government's mission of Make in India. This mega-integrated steel project, using technology from Lurgi of South Africa, involves a whole range of processes: chemical, mechanical, electrical, gaseous and many others. And thus JSPL is dedicated in making its work environment a zero-harm working environment with holistic safety measures.
In JSPL Angul, our aim is zero accident. We take care of all our visitors and we follow global safety standard norms. Thank you very much.
We may not be able to know everything about a site before we go into it, but knowing as much as we can will help us avoid a lot of accidents. Firstly, all visitors are required to report to the front office at the entry gate to obtain visitor passes, helmets and visitor cards. Visitors are restricted from entering all high-hazard areas without the necessary safety equipment and precautions. Providing documented health checkup protocol for all visitors helps to control risks inside the plant, prevent injury and ill health, and assist in meeting emergency situations. First aid is available at all plant units. Moreover, an exclusive occupational health center inside the premises takes care of many immediate emergency situations.
Regarding visitors, we treat them free of cost with all our facility available in our OSC. We got X-ray department, spirometry, audiometry and full equipped path lab for treatment. We have also emergency beds and doctors on shift with paramedics 24/7.
Cleanliness within the premises is of utmost importance. Visitors are advised to help us in this mission of maintaining a clean working environment and avoid unwanted littering. Visitors should always park the vehicles in the designated parking area. If you are driving inside the project premises, ensure that you are maintaining proper speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Maintain a gap of at least 5 meters between two vehicles. Always wear seat belt while inside the car. While crossing the road, look for any incoming vehicle. Check for heavy vehicles movement. One should always walk within the designated pathways inside the plant unit. Use handrails while walking on the staircases. Beware and look up for moving heavy equipments on height. And maintain safe distance from conveyor belts. In case of emergency, pull the pull cord running beside the conveyor belt to stop it. Do not walk over grating along the pathways. Stay away from barricaded zones. In case of any fire, don't panic. Please call the central fire station immediately. There is a dedicated team of firefighters to fight against any situation. Evacuate the building and gather at the emergency assembly points. There are fire hydrants and fire extinguishers kept at strategic points all across the plant for any emergency. In case of any small fire, these fire extinguishers are of immediate help. Open the pin. Aim the nozzle towards the fire. Press the button to douse the fire. Harm can be caused to any person when they are exposed to live electrical parts that are either touched directly or indirectly. Do not touch any electrical equipment or part with naked hands and maintain safe distance from high voltage areas. We make sure that all visitors have the proper training and personal protection equipments before entering the plant area, and that they have obtained all required permissions and are accompanied by a site in charge. Hard hats or helmets, safety glasses, flame retardant clothing and protective footwear are to be worn at all times in the designated areas.
Dear friends, as you are aware, hazards means the unsafe working condition, events and situation which are having a potential of accident, injury and ill health. As you are entering a mega steel plants which are having a potential hazards of chemical explosion, gaseous hazards, electrocution, fire and burn hazards. So we shall go through a journey where you will get all information about the prevailing hazards in our premises and the arrangements we have to mitigate the same. Thank you.
In this area, a continuous flow of raw materials occurs through rail and loaded trucks and are transported inside the plant through conveyor belts. Whether the materials are moved manually or mechanically, the visitors should remain cautious and avoid getting injured. Use nose mask, safety helmet and industry shoes. Maintain safe distance from conveyor belts. Do not touch any equipment. Keep yourself away from moving machinery. The raw coal from the mines is transported to the coal washery unit of JSPL from the raw material handling section through conveyors. It is then washed to obtain low density clean coal. Coal dust is a major health hazard in this operation. Use safety helmet and industrial shoes. Maintain safe distance from conveyor belts. Wear nose mask, safety goggles and hand gloves. Do not cross a moving conveyor belt. Do not smoke or light fire. Power plant unit is a very important part of JSPL Angul. The operating area and process include steam generating boilers, turbines and electrical generators, high-speed cooling fans, etc. The most important function of this area is of the process boiler. The boiler generates high-pressure steam by transferring the heat of combustion in various heat transfer sections. Not to forget high noise generation.
At power plant, we have installed environment-friendly CFBC boilers. These boilers are also very safe because they have less chances of explosion compared to the conventional boilers. We involve all levels of employees in safety management program through communication, hazard identifications and mitigation programs.
Use safety helmet and industrial shoes. Stay away from boilers and turbines. Use earplugs in high noise areas. Use nose mask in fly ash zone and coal conveying area. Take additional precautions while operating around power lines. At JSPL Angul, the coal gasification route is being used for the first time in the world and has the advantage of using high ash non-coking coal. Hence, gasification is used for converting coal to a combustible or synthetic gas. At CGP unit, valve leaking can pose safety issues due to risk of fire, toxicity and volatility of gases. Hence, extra precautions are taken. Public address systems are installed at strategic locations to report any event of gas leakage. In case of contact with toxic chemicals or gases, use the eye wash and shower points situated at strategic locations and clean eyes and hand with fresh water. Don't smoke or use lighter. Wear fire retardant and reflective jackets. Use safety helmet and safety goggles. Use of mobile phone is prohibited. Use gas mask in case of emergency. Don't touch any valves. Photography is not permitted. Use hand gloves. At JSPL Angul, oxygen is co-produced with nitrogen, argon and other rare gases collectively produced in higher volumes than oxygen. It is primarily used in the steel manufacturing plant at the project. The hazards present in this unit are due to the fact that oxygen gas is a colorless, odorless, oxidizing gas. The oxidizing power of it can greatly accelerate the burning rate. Skin contact to liquid oxygen can cause blisters and frostbite. This unit stores oxygen, nitrogen and argon gases. Hence, visitors must take extreme caution when approaching the oxygen plant unit. Don't smoke or use lighter. In case of eye contact, immediately flush eyes with plenty of water for at least 15 minutes. Do not touch spilled material. Wear safety goggles and insulated gloves. Use ear muffs. Steel production requires vast quantities of lime to form slag in order to prevent the steel from being oxidized. Dolomite is also needed to protect the refractory lining of the steel furnace or converter. Here in the LD plant, dusts may irritate. Coughing, sneezing, shortness of breath may occur. Don't smoke or use lighter. Use dust mask and earplugs. Wear safety glasses with face shields. Wear long sleeve shirts and heat resistant personal protection. This unit of JSPL Angul is world's